because this is a guy who I had a lot of respect for and who I thought liked me. I mean, this is a guy who said on multiple occasions, like when we were drinking together, that I was one of the smartest people he's ever met in his life.
Wow.
And he's just gonna turn on me like that? Eat my Barry. Send this to him.
Okay, welcome back to the Uncomfortable Silence podcast number 12. Did you pray today? We're not going to watch that on stream because I don't know how to set it up. But how are you guys doing? This almost didn't happen this week.
Yeah, because the first one was so fucking ass that it wasn't really worth it. Thank God that recording got corrupted because that shit did not deserve to see the light of day.
Well, because it like wasn't even corrupted. It was just like it did not have my microphone like attached, I guess, because it was already on the other platform that we were using for the Dorman podcast. Which the good one. I listened to that one today.
Made it a little bit better because we couldn't hear you at all.
I sent you. That's what I got from it. It was I put in a bunch of metal pipe sounds to make it better, but in a little edit I made.
That's funny.
And a couple moans and stuff.
We were filming the pod with Dominic, and then when we got off that, we're like, oh, we'll just film our pod because like we're all here. But then like I don't even know. Like Caden was just like silent as fuck and didn't say anything, which like yeah, maybe is sometimes nice, but it was weird. And so there was just no stories happening. There was no rants happening. And then me and DJ were just kind of sitting there. And then Kate and I just started talking like it was just Johnny Slick out here, just any normal conversation.
No, okay, so am I doing this now?
that was my segue.
You're good. You're so goated. Okay, we're getting right into it. Because this is my top dick of the week. And it is a banger. So let's just
banger.
I hardly know her. It's funny because banger actually works in this context.
That's so funny.
Okay, so a couple nights ago, I was at my apartment. I was playing Rocket League with Jonah. It was like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I hear this, like the door to the apartment just fucking booming shut. I mean, loud slam. So obviously, I'm like, what was that? It's 3 a.m. I assume it's my roommate Barry coming home. And
Barry Allen?
and I assumed we're on very good terms at the time because like the last time I'd interacted with him, we were just chilling. We've drank together a couple times. Like I thought we were chilling. But I hear my other roommate Alex like come running out of his room like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you doing? Because he also thought that he heard Barry like saying something about him. So they were having a misunderstanding. So I'm like, okay, I should probably go make sure everything's cool. So I put down my headset. I walk out, and they're kind of resolving it, right? They're just like, nah, man, I'm sorry. I think we just had a misunderstanding. And then Barry turns to me and he goes, and why the fuck are you hitting on my girlfriend? I'm like, whoa, what?
What?
What's going on now? Like,
and I want to interject
what are you
quick.
talking about? And he's like, yeah, man.
Tell them my perspective because I'm sitting there and he just goes silent. He's like, hold on, bro. And I can hear some talking or like I had some music on, some video on. And the second that I heard that, because I vaguely heard the yelling, I was like, oh shit. I turned on my music and I turned down the audio and I could like just barely hear them. So I was able to listen in.
Yeah. And obviously I'm like, what? And he before I talk about the rest of what he said, why don't I just recount the interaction that I had with his girlfriend? So I've interacted with Barry's girlfriend twice, ever. The first time was during the height of my finals grind. I lost 10 pounds to this finals grind. I was a fucking gremlin, bro. I was like holed up in my room, barely seeing the light of day. I was not leaving for anything other than the gym and my classes. And I got fucking hungry. It was like 8 p.m. I wanted to make myself a steak because I had a few in the fridge. And so I walk out there and Barry and his girlfriend are cooking. I'm like, yo, man, like, I just want to make a steak. Like, let me know when you guys are done. And he's like, oh, we're just wrapping up. And I'm like, okay, why would you tell me that? Do you want me to just stand here and wait? Like,
Yeah.
okay. And then he introduces me to his girlfriend, and like I'm fucking gremlin mode, so I'm not really making conversation. I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, what's up? Where you go to school?
What we doing?
Yeah, with your sexy voice. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
what you
should
doing,
have
baby?
stopped hitting on her.
Yeah,
it's my fault.
I'm about to make a steak. You want some of this meat, baby girl? Yeah, I know that, Caden. That's Kate Digger. He was showing himself.
You cook, honestly. Anyway, so that was the first time we interacted with each other, and the second time was the day
When you had
after
sex.
What?
The second time was when you guys had sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second time was when I was fucking her in the ass. Anyway.
Oh.
Should I send this to him or your roommates?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Okay, so the second time was the day after my finals had ended. So I'm in a good ass fucking mood. And I'm also cleaning my apartment because it was just a pit of filth and despair in there. Like fucking McDonald's bags and trash and dirty clothes all over the goddamn place. So, I tidied everything up and I like put it all in trash cans, and then I wanted to mop. And one thing that I should say is the room, like the door to my room in the apartment, is almost never open. When I'm in there, it's closed. When I'm not there, it's locked, obviously. So like it's weird to walk into the apartment and just be able to see into my room because it's the one that's right next to the door to the apartment. But today I had it open because I was mopping, and I wanted to mop like the whole room. I didn't want to stop like at the door. So I had it open. I was like standing right there in the doorway, and his girlfriend walks in. He's not home, but she was coming over to like feed his dog or something. And I, like a normal person, kind of assumed it would be a lot more awkward for me to just like continue mopping in silence than it would be for me to like make small talk, right? Like I'm just gonna say hi or whatever because it's not like I'm not just like you have to walk past me in this circumstance to get into the
how
apartment.
like
I'm not
normal like human
yeah,
interaction.
I'm
Well,
not just
it's
gonna
also-
like fucking ignore her.
It's
you
also
know? Like,
your
that seems-
apartment too. Like she doesn't live there. You live there, so like you could do whatever you want.
Anyway,
really.
I'm just like, hey, what's up? I'm making small talk. I asked her about her finals because I know that she had also just wrapped up. And we talked about our shitty teachers for a minute, and then I also, and this is the only thing that I said that I think could even possibly be misconstrued as flirting, is I asked her if she had like a younger sister because she reminded me of somebody that I used to know.
Like that one song.
And she said no. I'm from Greece, and I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind then. And that was it. That was the end of the fucking interaction. But the reason, like, so here's my perspective. I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was actually willing to concede that it probably did kind of seem like I was flirting, and the only reason for that is because of the contrast, right? Like in the 2 times that she has seen me, I was fucking gross and like not talking at all. And then in the second time, I was super like fucking energized and making conversation and all that shit.
Oh yeah, and like
And
her
the-
boyfriend
like,
wasn't around and everything at the same
yeah,
time.
and
you were being like Johnny Slick.
Yeah, okay. Can you let me fucking get to that, bro? And so like I understand, right? It's an easy mistake. I didn't say anything that I thought was flirtatious, but like I don't blame her at all. She doesn't know me that well. But Barry fucking does. Barry knows me pretty well, actually. I mean, it's not like we're super tight or anything, but I would have considered us friends. So to me, the fact that his first reaction when his girlfriend told him that I was hitting on her, the fact that his first reaction wasn't really, it doesn't sound like Caden to just like blatantly disrespect me when I'm not there to defend myself. Like the fact that wasn't his reaction is disturbing to me. But then, so now we come back to him and I interacting, and he's like fucking yelling at me. He's like, yeah, man, like whenever I'm here, like your fucking door to your apartment is closed, but the second my girlfriend comes over, it's fucking Johnny Slick out here. Which honestly, he was kind of cooking with that. That was funny as hell.
When I heard that, bro,
Did you laugh when he said that?
No, I almost did. Dude, if I had known that Jonah could hear that, I definitely would have. So thank God I didn't know that Jonah was listening. But you know, I'm like trying to get a fucking word in. Like I'm trying to like get him to let me tell my side and be like, bro, like I wasn't fucking flirting with her. Like I'm sorry if it came off that way, but that was not my intention. He's like, you know what I think? I think you're on your creep shit. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about,
What?
bro?
What?
Like, okay.
You're like,
You
sorry,
know,
I got Riz, brother. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, seriously, bro. Sorry, I'm fucking hot as balls. Anyway, so you know, this is continuing, and like he says something along the lines of, "Man, if I was here, you would have gotten knocked the fuck out." And I don't think I did a very good job of hiding my "oh really" face because he got kind of like more pissed off at me after that. But you know, like in my mind, I'm like, first of all, this dude is like 14 years older than me.
Oh, what?
So this is like an absolute lose-lose situation for him. If he wants to fight, he can fucking fight me. But like either he wins and he's 14 years older than I am, or he loses and he's 14 years older than I am. Either way, it's like, woo, big man over here. Look at this guy. But
Yeah.
also he's drunk. So, you know, I'm not gonna fight
Yeah,
him
you're
while
just
he's
gonna-
drunk.
yeah.
But I basically told him like, if you really want to do this, you can come and fucking find me tomorrow. Like, we'll do it.
You're like, I'm tired
Um,
tonight. I don't want to, you know, we could.
No, he was
Whatever.
drunk, bro. I'm not about to fucking beat up a drunk guy. You know, that also thinks that I insulted him and his girlfriend. Like what's the victory for me in this situation?
you know,
But,
you know what
know,
this, you know what this all means, right? She was still
What is
thinking
this?
about you.
No, that's what I'm. No, okay, so that was my mom's theory actually. When I told her this story, she was like, "Oh, she was talking about you, and he was getting pissed off." So like this is, you know, she had to backtrack and be like, "Oh, well, he was hitting on me."
Yeah, and you're
But
just
anyway,
mopping in your own apartment.
Yeah, theories don't matter. I mean, like quite frankly, there's two ways that I look at this. Either it's just Barry being an idiot and not like thinking at all about what he knows about me and not realizing that like obviously I wouldn't fucking do that to him, or it's his girl who is like the greatest narcissist to ever live that just genuinely assumes that every time a man interacts with her, it's because he's hitting on her. Like, okay, fuck you. I don't
Yeah.
want you. But you know that I mean those are like the two ways that I guess this. I mean, there you know, there's also a possibility that Barry was just really fucking drunk. You know, I haven't talked to him since. But Alex is still like standing there observing all of this. And you know, he like so Barry's like, we're wrapping this up, and you know, Barry's like, look, I got a fucking month and a half left on my lease. You and I, and he points at Alex, you and I are chill. This was just a misunderstanding. And then he turns to me, but your bitch ass, we better not interact for the next month and a half because I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude,
Like,
when I heard that, I lost it. Like the contract.
I was so close to laughing on the delivery on that because just and your bitch ass.
And to go from like just chilling with the other dude, just being like, "Hey man, sorry I woke you up."
Yeah, I'm
Like,
so
you
sorry,
were
Alex. I
chill,
can't
like,
believe you
whatever.
got dragged into this.
And then
But
just the
you
harder
fucking bitch. What are
your
you gonna
bitch
say about it? It was a very it was genuinely like it I have a lot more that I would have said to him, but it caught me so off guard because again, I was walking out of that room assuming that he and I were like good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So like I walk out there and he turns to me, he's like, "And what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Whoa." Like, I mean, it really did like catch me so off guard that the entire and also he was not letting me get a word in.
Oh, he was
So
not.
like the entire interaction, I'm just like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and I'm trying to get a conversation started. Also, hypocritical as shit. The first day after this guy moves in, we're all like all four of us in the apartment are drinking together, and he said something that like offended Alex. And the second that Alex was acting like he wanted to fight him over it, Barry is suddenly very interested in having a long discussion about what the misunderstanding was. But when I fucking offend him, it's like, oh, well, I'll kick your fucking ass, bro. Like, let's get this fucking go. I'm a toxic masculinity, bro. Like, let's fucking go. It's like, what's your fucking problem, dude? You really don't want to get to the bottom of this at all? You're just gonna go full 0 to 100 mode on me? Fuck you. Like, you know, whatever. I mean, I think it's probably the fastest I've ever just like immediately lost respect for somebody. Was just like, nope, like that's it. I got no respect left for this guy.
When was this? When was this?
This was like 3 days ago, probably.
So have you talked to him since then, like him not being drunk?
No, this bitch just went home.
No, I mean, yeah, I went home the next day. So I haven't had a chance, but you know, I'm sure the next time I walk in there, he's not going to say anything. And quite frankly, like I said, I lost all my respect for him. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm not going to initiate a discussion about this. We're done. If he wants to talk about it, he can come and talk to me. If he wants to fight me about it, he can come and fucking find me. But I'm not initiating anything. Like, we're done here.
Yeah,
he can move out, and we're never talking again.
But aren't you guys like best friends?
What?
Aren't you guys like best friends? You had to be friends with your roommates.
He was definitely like my closest friend in the apartment, but he is right about one thing, which is that I keep my door closed most of the time. It's not like we talk every day.
It's funny. I remember like it was like a few months into like your school stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I have roommates, or like you were saying something about like roommates, and I was like, I could, for whatever reason, I just thought you were like alone and you're like in an apartment or something. And you're like, oh no, I have roommates.
No, it was just a really, really strange interaction. He did get a couple of really good lines in, like Johnny Slick. That's funny. That's so funny. Man, whenever I'm here, you're fucking locked in your room. But when I'm not here and my girlfriend is, it's fucking Johnny Slick out here.
I think he said Johnny Slick in the afternoon or something. Like it was.
Yeah, it was
really funny.
I mean, it was really funny. It was like, if it wasn't such a serious thing that he was accusing me of, and if it wasn't like, if I wasn't legitimately concerned that he was about to try to like fight me, I probably would have laughed at some point. But I mean, again, right? Like, I was genuinely offended, and I was genuinely confused, because this is a guy who I had a lot of respect for and who I thought liked me. I mean, you know, this is a guy who said on multiple occasions, like when we were drinking together, that I was one of the smartest people he's ever met in his life.
Wow.
And he's just gonna fucking turn on me like that? Eat my dick, Barry. Fucking send this to him.
I will.
Beautiful monologue. Beautiful.
Should I make that cold open?
Yeah,
yes.
You should actually.
Yes, 100%. I was gonna say, can you name the episode "Fuck Barry" or something like that? That shit went hard at the end.
No, I'll send it to him
I
after he
to
moves
stand
out,
up.
so
I want to
like,
start
trash my
applauding.
room.
Like that was.
Yeah, true.
I had some passion to it.
It did, because I'm mad.
I know, but
we were friends.
Good. Oh,
I'm not even asking him to like take my side over his girlfriend's. I'm just asking him to fucking think rationally for 2 seconds and question whether it would be more likely that his friend would just straight up betray his trust, or that his girlfriend maybe misread the vibe a little bit. Yeah. I'm not even asking him to take my side. Like, fuck that, bro. I mean, this is a guy who, like, at one point, I came home, I had a test the next day. It was like 2 p.m, and this guy was getting blacked out on the couch, and I was like, what's going on? And it turns out he was having a fucking pregnancy scare with some girl he hooked up with.
I know. I think you were talking to. Yeah, you were telling me about that. That was him.
I fucking sat there and drank with this guy for hours in the middle of the afternoon. I skipped my workout. I left some studying time because I thought he needed someone to fucking talk to. Fuck this guy.
Wait,
yeah, I remember.
They were dating too?
No, it's not the same girl.
Oh, okay. That would have been great.
Yeah, I remember because I was like, hey, like play Rocket League or something like that, and you were just like dead silent for like 3 hours.
That never happens to Caden.
I know.
Well,
I was like, what
that happens to me the day the fucking world ends, bro. My roommate.
I was like genuinely trying to be a friend to him, and he doesn't even want to hear my side. Fuck that guy.
My roommates like all know Caden because of how often I just like game with him. So like, it's funny because like there was a joke that was like, is Caden ever not available to play Rocket League? I'm like, no, pretty much he's always available. Like, But then we're all like, how does he fucking do it? Like, I still don't know how you like find the time to like. I know you fuck up your sleep schedule or whatever, but like, you were never not ready to go.
I think
Yeah,
he has an
I don't know
addiction.
how I do it either.
I think
I mean, apparently I'm
Caden's
one of the
wife.
smartest people that Barry's ever met, so it doesn't take much effort.
But yeah, Caden's always on. I'm surprised he's not better. It's really strange. Are you at your house right now, Caden? Or are you at your apartment? Oh, you said you're at your house,
I'm
right?
at my house. I'm gonna go to my apartment tomorrow.
Well, I was thinking because like I took the rest of the day off so we could do the pod and like I can edit the pod and get the pod out by 5 because like I really wanted to get it out. But like if you go home, we could play Rocket League and then I can edit a Rocket League video for Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but that's a cool idea. I gotta get lunch and then I gotta go to the gym, and by the time I get both of those done, I'm probably gonna be about time for the Nuggets game.
I do want to say I gave up the Tuesday shift.
Yeah, I have the.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Let's go.
You did the what?
So like, I was supposed to work tomorrow, but I gave up the shift to someone who really wanted it. So like, I don't have work until Friday. And I did that because I freaking pulled an all-nighter and I'm so freaking tired.
I couldn't stay up later last night. I had to go to bed.
You wanna know why I pulled an all-nighter? This is kind of a cool rant. You wanna know why I pulled an all-nighter?
You watching Breaking Bad?
No. I was so excited that I couldn't sleep.
Excited about what? Zelda already came out.
Moving to Nashville.
Oh, sick. When is that happening?
Like, I think it's like happening. So, like I've been doing the school thing here in Reading for the past 2 years, and the first year was really pretty cool, kind of rough, but it was cool. And the second year was just brutal. I just got dicked down, like it was just rough. And so I was like, I don't even know if I want to go back for the third year because it's not like a normal college. But I was like, so I can leave if I want to. But I was like, I don't really know what I want because this year was just brutal. I don't know if I want to do it again. But like, I also don't know what I would do. And so ever since Hawaii, I've just been like struggling to figure out like what I want to do. And I was going back and forth, like, should I do a third year? Should I not? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've just been talking to everyone, just getting everyone's advice, just trying to decide. And so, like, what was this? 2 days ago? Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was fucking yesterday. Yes, this just happened. But yesterday, I was like, you know what? No, it was 2 days ago. Sorry, whatever. I was like, you know what? I don't want to do third year. Like I was like, I talked about it with like Tommy, who I freaking love, my roommate, and then Christian, who's my other roommate. And I was like, I don't want to do it. Like I think I'm good. I think I'm just gonna take off a year, just like hang out in Reading, do my Olive Garden job, and just kind of, figure something out next year. Maybe go to a college, maybe whatever. And then I call my mom. I tell her my decision, and then she gets off the phone with me. And then right then, her friend texted her about a job opportunity at a church, which is like the exact type of job that I would want in Nashville.
Oh, nice.
And then I was like, that's so sick. And so I come home and I tell my boys, I'm like, hey guys, like there's a potential job opening. And then I think I might move to Nashville. And then my freaking best friend who lives here that we roomed together for a little while, Tommy, he said, no fucking way. And I was like, what? He's like, I last night had a dream that I moved with my sister because she's going to Nashville this fall, and I think I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
And I just told you guys yet. I'm like, no way.
What the heck, dude?
And then we started talking, and we were like, bro, let's just do it. And then we call my mom, and so what we're gonna do is in like a few months, we're gonna move together, and then he's gonna live with me for a few months in Nashville, and then I'm gonna turn 21 while I'm in Nashville. So I'm not going to be stuck in Reading. And it's going to be so lit. And then I potentially have like a really cool job lined up in Nashville already. They apparently, I woke up and I asked my mom if I could get, the church's information. And they had already reached out to her friend asking for my information. So I'm expecting an email at any point this week or today. And I kind of just was like, I stayed up all night because I was like, I was like so pumped about this that I was like, all right, let's just like work on the practicals. And so I just stayed up all night, just being like, okay, do I want this? Just like thinking about it, just like thinking about what I'd have to do, what would be like next for me. And I just thought about it, and I woke up and I didn't wake up, but the day happened, and I was like, yeah, I want this. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm moving. So I think I'm only gonna be here in Reading for
what the fuck?
only a few more months.
That's actually that's sick, dude.
Yeah,
Like to have like for all that to just like fall into place like that.
for real. And also like the week that I had, like I went to Hawaii and it was so nice. And ever since I've been back, I've been so stressed about what to do. So the fact that that just kind of like materialized after I finally made a decision was like so cool.
I was listening to the Dorman's podcast, like the one we recorded, and pretty much everything stayed in. One thing I did notice he cut out was, I think I said Caden didn't like Mexican women or something like that, and I was waiting for that bit, and it just wasn't in the thing.
When did you say that, bro? That's a lie.
Well, because you were saying something like, I don't know, it was in the podcast, but I said it.
Come on,
but
it to me.
It's not in the thing. But the whole thing was really cool to listen to. And I found the part where Jonah's like, "Don't care." It was hilarious. It was so great.
Yeah,
I was this whole thing almost didn't happen. This is gonna be the special episode though, so we're just gonna make it like hella long. That's the special part about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the special part is there's a whole extra episode tagged onto this one, but it's all just silence.
Yeah, it's the Uncomfortable Silence finale, and it's just there's
just
no
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. This is the last one.
no.
Deidre didn't like that joke.
Oh no! I was at work today, right? I was the whole day. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to podcast with just Caden. He's such a dick. He's so mean. He's white and everything. Like all of it's just all bad. So I was like, what if I do a bit with Caden? It won't work with Jonah because Jonah's. You'll understand when I say it. The bit is Caden and I pretend like we were never mean to each other and we're nice to each other. I wanted to run that by you, see what you thought about it. And we're just always nice to each other. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that sounds par for the course for my best friend DeAndre. You know, he and I have always been so chill. I have no reason to believe that we couldn't keep this going.
So what is happening?
Yeah, I already get like the chills. I don't think I like it. I don't think I can do it.
What's wrong, buddy? You want to talk about it?
Don't call me buddy. Don't do that.
Brother.
I'm scared now. I don't like this bit.
What's wrong, friend?
Okay, I'll try. You're white, and there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate. Oh, it was the fucking. Caden was talking about his Tesla stocks.
Yeah,
and he's like, "No, I got these in all kinds of saving things," and Jonah's like, "Don't care." That's what it was. That's what the topic was. And then I talked for 5 minutes about my hours at work.
Yeah, that was a very interesting and engaging rant by my best friend.
It was
very
great.
engaged.
You lost me, dude.
And then he uploaded the podcast this morning. So when I also went on a rant about like TCG Con and all about that, and Caden didn't even show up. By the way, I mean,
no, I did. I just couldn't find your table. I spent hours looking because, of course, I would show up for you.
Yeah, I forgot about that bit that I just introduced. We were right by the bathrooms. I'm surprised you didn't see me. We were walking around. I wasn't even walking around that much.
I didn't have to take a shit. So.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a venue.
Over there.
Yeah, it's okay though. I'll give you the benefit of a doubt because you wouldn't miss me on purpose.
Just best friends.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right, we're done with this. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. That's the uncomfortable part of that. That was
the real uncomfortable part.
Gosh.
God damn.
I didn't even know what to say. But no, the con was cool though, because I got some cool stuff. Talked to a lot of people. Did like that whole networking thing.
Yeah, con?
Yeah, there was a trading card game convention. I was at a booth.
Dude,
I was showing off the game.
Cons are so sick, bro. I went to one in Oregon last week. It was no, like a few last year, and it was so fun. Like they're actually really cool.
I need to watch more anime because there's a lot of the stuff there that I would be cooler if I knew which like anime it was from and like I could understand the cosplay some people do. But like I got like a Demon Slayer like metal poster. I got like a Hunter x Hunter Hunter license that's also metal or something like that. I got like a mouse pad thing.
Have you heard of there's this one, I think it's in like Houston, called SawCon?
I think no, I've been to that one. Have you been to that one?
SawCon D's nuts.
That's a good one.
Good one, John.
That was good.
That was hilarious.
That's good.
Actually,
Actually,
have you ever heard of One
The
Piece?
second I heard Con, I was like, okay, I gotta get this.
I have, but I don't know what the joke is.
Nah, you should watch One Piece. It gets really good around episode 6,000.
Oh yeah.
Much higher. Remember when there was a trend on Twitter where people put a fucking picture of One Piece characters edited to have massive cocks with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy in the background?
I think I do.
'Cause I remember that.
Actually, yeah.
No, I don't remember that. And
Yeah, I remember that. That was a good day on Twitter. That was a fucking hilarious trend, was just clicking on random videos and having it being fucking pirate guy, big old meat,
Wait a
and
minute.
dark fantasy playing in the background.
I have no
One
comment
Sponge?
on this because I didn't see a whole bunch of them. I think I was on normal TikTok at that point, so I didn't.
Dude,
I didn't
this was
see all
not on
that.
TikTok.
I don't know where it was.
They think this was not December 22nd, bro. They could not have gotten away with that shit.
Well, I have. Was December 22nd the Howie Mandel thing?
No, that was Johnny. You want to?
Huh?
oh, good.
That was. You
This
said-
is kind of your thing.
Did you
well,
know
that-
Howie Mandel didn't actually know that it was that? Like he thought it was something else, and his PR team told him like afterwards, like, "Hey, you need to take this down," or like, no, his son told him or something like that.
Dude, it was up for so long.
I know, well, because he manages his own TikTok. Like he uploads and records all his own TikTok. It's not like a social media team or something. So it stayed
what?
up there, and then his son texted him like a little while later, and he was like, "Hey, you need to take this down."
Can someone tell me, is this COVID related?
Yeah, he did not know it was that. He was on
Poor
a
guy.
podcast and he was talking about it, and he was like, for him, like it's hilarious for everybody else, but for him it was terrifying because he lost deals. He like all kinds of bad stuff happened for him, and he was
Wait, what
completely
happened?
like innocent. You don't know what happened?
No.
Oh, I'll let Ken explain. He probably explain a lot better than I can.
All right, so Howie Mandel
Yes.
posted a TikTok one day, and the way that I remember finding out about it wasn't by seeing the TikTok, because I didn't follow Howie Mandel at the time. I obviously did after I saw this.
I know. Shop at Walmart.
I saw like my entire page. You ever get your entire feed like haunted by one thing that you haven't heard of, and it
Yeah.
seems like you should have gotten the other video first, and instead it's just people reacting to it.
Yeah.
So I get like 100 TikToks in a row that are talking about like, Howie, why did you post that? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I? You know, I it takes a while for me to give a shit enough to check. But eventually it got to the point where it's like, okay, everybody is posting about this. I even saw like someone post on their Instagram story, like, bro, what was Howie doing?
Well, I saw
So I'm
all
like,
that,
okay.
but I still haven't seen the video, and because I don't,
Yeah.
I've
so
like stayed
finally I'm
away
like,
from it.
okay, I have to check this out. I mean, if it's still up, you know, all these hours later, then surely it's not that bad. And I was wrong. I typed in Howie Mandel and I clicked on his account and I clicked on the top video and it was Howie's face. You know, he was doing like the green screen effect thing in front of a picture of a largely prolapsed anus.
What?
Yeah, just straight up on the screen, prolapsed butthole. And he goes, "Can someone please tell me, is this COVID related? And if so, what do we do about it?" And I'm
Oh my
just sitting there
gosh.
like,
That was the video?
And that is burned in your
what am
brain.
I
That's
looking at.
That's one of those things that like the shock factor and everything. It's just burned in your brain. You can't forget about it. That's
I am never gonna forget that fucking photo.
that's one of the reasons I
Every
have
time
not
anyone
watched
every
Perverse
time I see
Family.
Howie Mandel now, I just remember that fucking prolapsed butt. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's just what he's associated with now, and he can't get away from it because of the internet.
And yeah, and like the crazy thing is like this video had literally been up for hours. And I'm like looking at it and I'm reading the comments and they're all just the same bullshit, just like, Howie, what the fuck? But I'm just sitting here, I'm like, what did he think it was?
Well, that's one of the
Like,
reasons I still haven't seen.
What's the fucking misconception here? It's a prolapsed butt. There's no way to interpret this.
Yeah, that's why I haven't seen Perverse Family yet. We've been joking about watching that, but we never have, and I'm still not going to.
What?
Perverse Family? From
Yeah, when
the
have we
TMG?
joked about watching porn together?
What?
Nah, I don't even know if you can consider it that. Do you know what it is? The TMG podcast that they were talking about it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Maybe
Holy
next
shit,
episode.
I forgot about that.
Maybe next episode we'll watch it.
I
No, bro, we
I
are
will not
never
be there
doing
for
that.
next episode. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not gonna be there.
Here, Jonah,
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
next episode we'll watch
they were
it.
talking about Perverse Family, and apparently there was this video where this girl put like her entire head.
Her foot, I think it's her foot.
Her girl.
Not her head.
Wasn't it her foot? Wasn't it her fucking head?
No, it was not her head. It was not her head. I think it was like either her whole arm or like her whole foot. Yeah, I think it was her whole foot up until like her knee or something like that.
That's oh god.
And there was a whole bunch of other stuff. Like it was like there was multiple like scenes and all kinds of stuff.
Who was it that posted on their Instagram story some gross shit like a couple weeks ago?
I don't know who it was, but are you talking about the person giving birth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that video. I was like, oh.
Yeah, some guy on Instagram like
Like standing up.
I was gonna bring it up. I looked. I should have listened. I looked.
Yeah.
I should have listened, bro.
Yeah, I should have listened too.
What the fuck, dude?
Like a bunch of that stuff like on Twitter and stuff. Like have you seen the hidden check hidden replies guy?
Yeah, dude, that guy is a hero.
He has seen some messed up stuff.
Okay, Jonah, I'll explain it to you. So people can hide replies on Twitter, but you can also like click on the hidden replies button to see what's in there. And you know, sometimes it's like porn, so you want to do it. But a lot of the time it's like
and a lot recently.
Foul and gross. And this guy made an account called Hidden Replies Checker. He's not a bot. If you tag him in a post with hidden replies, he will look and he will type a comment telling you what it is.
Most of the time it's like gore and like cartel stuff and just horrible stuff. So you're like, okay, I'm glad I didn't click on that. Like Twitter is horrible for that. Like
ingesting it for all of our sakes. He's dying for our sins.
He's just taking it.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. I cannot believe he hasn't like gone insane by now.
One of these days,
you know, like
he's gonna turn on us, and it's gonna be so funny.
What's
Dude,
that?
he said that like he tweeted actually at one time. I think it's his pinned tweet that like ever since he saw the ISIS video when he was in middle school, like we all did, he's just been like totally desensitized. And I'm like, man, I don't know, like
that's such a horrible thing.
I'm not like that. I saw that video.
I don't think I saw the video.
Yeah, you managed to escape because you went to PRA, but
I really didn't have kind of access for like so long. Remember how long it took me to get YouTube?
Yeah,
you didn't have YouTube?
No, growing up, no.
I remember in like middle school, someone's like, "Yeah, I don't have Instagram or Snapchat or anything." I was like, "We're in high school." Actually, no, it wasn't middle school; it was high school. I was like,
Dude,
"How do you?"
I didn't get Snapchat until sophomore year, the end of sophomore year.
In high school?
I think I broke down and got it like in 8th grade because it was just what everybody was using. But I'm never fucking on there, dude.
Well, Snapchat's dead now. Like Snapchat's so dead. Like no one, like even if like no, Snapchat's gone.
Every now and then I'll still add somebody and they'll have like a snap score of 2 million, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why?
I added somebody and it was that high. I don't know how you get that high.
I mean, you have to have like 50, you have to have between 50 and 60 streaks every single day for like 2 years to even crack like 1 million. Like, it's fucking crazy to have a snap score that high.
The only people who are still using Snapchat are like probably some middle schoolers who thinks it's still a little bit cool. And then for like us, just like the reason we're still using it is if we have group chats.
Yeah. I'm just like, hey, Pod or like Apex. Like I text Gavin Apex.
Exactly. That's the only reason you still use Snap. Anyone.
I was so happy to see one of my favorite TikToks was this girl who was like, you know, the caption was when he asks for your number instead of your Snap, and she's like, you know, falling over herself and acting all flustered, and it's like, let's fucking go. They don't want to fucking use Snap anymore, bro. Let's fucking go.
You know what's so funny is
we made it out the other end.
I have like if you have someone's number too, like if you're on Snapchat or some like other things, it's like
suggests them.
yeah, it's like hey, you should add this person. Like, I don't want to. I have
Oh my
distanced
God, bro,
myself
there's
from
this
this
one
person.
guy-
I don't want to.
There's this one guy, Kyle, who was in my history class last year, and I have his number because he was in the fucking study group. Everyone in that class was in the study group. It was like 25 people. But for whatever reason, I literally get notifications 3 times a day. Hey, your contact Kyle is on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't give a
Bro,
fuck.
I don't
Go
give
You know
a
what's so funny? I get Lorraine on my TikTok. She's like,
Lorraine is on Snapchat?
no, she's on TikTok. It's like add this
what?
person, or like my old boss. It's like add this person. She's on Instagram or she's on TikTok as. I'm like,
Have you checked her account? What does Lorraine post?
I don't know. I don't want to see whatever it is. I don't think she
What do you
probably
think,
doesn't
she's
post
posting
anything.
thirst traps or something. It's probably just like typical, you know,
Stuff about Emily.
middle-aged person shit where it's like just random 3-second videos of them with their kid.
Well, also if you tap on somebody's account, it tells you like who's looking at your stuff though.
Only if you enable that.
No, like, oh, I guess yeah, only if you enable it. But it like pops up like, hey, do you want to enable it? And like almost everybody has it enabled because they're like, sure, why not? Like, I want to see who looks at my stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you see my TikTok of Gavin though? It's got like 360 views.
Yeah, I did. That was so good.
Right?
Bro, you got the best TikTok page on the app and nobody respects it.
I know, bro. Half of it is just me and Kathy, and the other half of it is like me as an avatar.
I love that video, bro. That's like the best TikTok, bro.
I fucking love that TikTok, bro.
2 nights ago, Kate and I sat and we just watched that video and we still laughed our asses off. Like it's so good.
Which one?
Bro, that was like 6 hours ago.
Which
What?
one? The Avatar one?
That was not 2 days ago. That was like 6 hours ago.
Dude, staying up all night really confused me, bro. And it's been a crazy few days.
That is a pretty
Anyway.
good TikTok.
Well, yeah, what else was I gonna bring up? Shit, I feel like I had something.
Oh, I have a whole bunch of podcast topics and I didn't even look at them yet. Look
Yeah, 'cause
look
I
how
just
good
wanted to
we
go
are
on
at
my fucking
podcasting,
rant.
guys. Guys,
It's like nine day after the last one.
we're professionals, guys.
We're already 45 minutes in. We could just end it now.
No,
Whoa.
no. We're gonna go for like another 2 hours. But
What?
no, okay, it's on Google Docs. I have to open a different
Say
thing.
what?
But
Say
my
what?
the only podcast topic I have in my notes app, it just says I was just thinking out loud or something, and I was going through my progress pics of like my working out, and I just had the most average like mid physique of all time. It was so sad. That's the only thing.
You looked so much better than when you started.
Well,
like,
when I
it's-
started, yeah, but there was like nothing to like base it off of. It was just like I had to mold it. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing. Because like I wasn't like
once you
fat.
plateau, it gets
but,
like really difficult.
Like I wasn't like big. I wasn't like super small. Like I just had like a really average build. You know?
Yeah, once you plateau, it's ridiculously hard to keep going. Like, you know, I started working out again, and I got like shot up to you know, like within 2 months, I'm now doing what was the last time I actually checked my all-time bench max. I do that for, you know, 3 sets of 8 reps every single time I work out. Like I'm so much fucking stronger than I've ever been, but I haven't progressed at all since then. Like I cannot get any more reps, and some weeks I actually go backwards. Like depending on how I've been eating or how well I slept,
Yeah.
I actually have to go down in reps. I'm guessing that today I'm gonna have to go down in reps because I barely worked out last week.
That's one of the
and
things I
that's,
didn't
the
like.
most that's the most demoralizing thing ever. Is like I'm weaker than I was last week.
Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't like about working out is because like if you want to see results and you want to like progress with it, you have to like everything has to like revolve around it almost.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no, your diet and your
Yeah,
sleep.
your
I mean,
eating,
quite
your
frankly, like, the
sleep.
fact that I stayed up so late last night, it's also really easy. Like, if you get in that headspace to just be like, well, I didn't sleep well last night, so maybe I should just skip the workout today and like focus on my diet and work out tomorrow, and that never works.
Mm-hmm. You just have to
know?
like keep going, keep putting like the discipline, and then you get
You gotta
sick
force
one day,
yourself.
and you like lose like all of it, and you're like, I hate this, and you get like body
You get sick for
dysmorphia.
2 days and you come back and suddenly you're barely benching the bar. It's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, and then you get like fucking like body dysmorphia, which I had, and I still have it a little bit, but it's like I'm not working out as much, so I don't have like my shirt off, and I'm not like looking at myself. But you're like, I hate this, and you get like in such a bad headspace, but you look so good, and people are like, oh, like look at you, you're working out. You're like, yeah, I'm also depressed, but you know, it's just, it comes with it.
It's a really easy
the worst
trap
is
to
when
fall into.
like the worst is when like you haven't been for a while. Cause that's me, because like just like so much shit happened in May, and so like just like the motivation to like get back on the
Yeah, get
grind
back into it.
sucks.
Even
I mean,
now,
yeah,
like
that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. Actually, is like my schedule is gone. Not only because I got out of the habit during like my finals grind, like I cut back on my workouts so I could focus more, but also now school is out, and like school ended every day at the same time for me. I would come home, I would immediately take my pre and go hit the fucking gym. And
Yeah.
now that I don't have that routine and I'm like waking up at different times every day and just going getting lunch whenever, and like every day is a little bit different for me, it's actually like a serious problem. Is like I'm not at the gym every single day at 3 o'clock even. Like I have to find a way to get back on a schedule so that I can like build the habit up again, because I just cannot motivate myself to go if it's like, oh well, it's 3:15 now. Like, I mean, right now it's about to be 3 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
and like, so in my mind it's like, well, fuck, I'm missing it, even though it's like I can just go.
Yeah. Well, that was like one of the nice things about working on like King Supers or like having like a normal 9 to 5, because like you could go like even after work, like it's super busy, so you're like, I don't really want to go then. But if you go in the morning, like super early,
What
like
the fuck?
what?
Yeah, bro.
Chat.
The group chat.
It looks like Caden. But yeah, I'm talking about if you go in the morning or whatever, like it's a lot less busy, but you have to kind of like you have to go or else you miss it in the afternoon or your afternoon gets messed up. And it's like you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go like every single day, basically, and you're just like, okay, and you just keep doing that over and over and over again. You get yourself in a rhythm. But then if you like miss a day, like you were saying, you're just like, oh, I missed it. Like I can't just like go again.
Now my rotation is thrown off. So
Yeah.
I gotta skip the next 2 days so I can get back on track.
Yeah, especially like if you just do them in the mornings, like 4 o'clock in the morning, let's say, because that's when I would do it. That's how I would wake up at like 4 and then go to the gym. But if you do that and then you miss one morning and you're like, well, I can't work out at like after work and after I eat dinner and after I do my cleaning or my homework or whatever, and then go to the gym at 8 o'clock, take my pre-workout at 8 o'clock, and then go to bed, and then take more pre-workout at 4 o'clock and work out, and then go to work. Like that doesn't like
it's
work.
just not good for you. So, but yeah, it's really fucking stupid. Okay, what was I gonna say?
And then eating,
Yeah,
like
we
a
went.
lot. It's expensive to like get your, like if you want to get bigger with the whey protein and all the foods you need to eat.
The way that you have to eat,
and
like,
the creatine isn't cheap. The pre-workout, like it's a hobby definitely, and like, but it's so expensive if you want to go like all out with
the
it.
caloric intake, like it's genuinely sometimes cheaper to just eat out.
Yeah,
Like
unless you meal
I could
prep
go- I
correctly,
could go
but
and
if
get a
you
fucking box, I could go and get a fucking box combo at Cane's for $11. It would have like 1,100 calories, and in order to get that with like really good proteins and food, I'd probably have to spend like $15 or so on some steaks, and buy some peppers, maybe make like a fajita thing with some onion, like, and that's all. That's also assuming that I want to eat the same thing every day for a week, because it gets a little bit cheaper to meal prep. But then you've got to eat the same steak fajita sandwich every single day for an entire week, and you really don't want to do that.
Yeah, and on top of that, like the like the panda girl and the fucking the Chick-fil-A girl, because I was going to the same place every single day at the exact same time for like 2 or 3 months, and I ended up going on like a date with the Panda Express girl because I was just bulking. Like I was just like, I'm here, I might as well spark up a conversation while I wait for my food, like.
Yeah,
I'd get the same thing from Panda every single day for lunch because I was driving. So I'd stop by Panda at the end of my route, and I get double rice, or a half and half rice, obviously, and then I get orange chicken and grilled teriyaki chicken, and I just get the exact same thing like every single day, just because it was like pure
That's
protein.
honestly fucking insane.
Mostly protein.
That you made as much progress as you did eating Chick-fil-A and Panda Express every fucking day.
Well, because it was the exact same thing, and it was just chicken and rice. Like at Chick-fil-A, I'd get the fucking. No, listen.
Chicken, bro.
No. The Chick-fil-A, I got the grilled chicken breast like sandwich. Like it wasn't not a breakfast sandwich. That shit tasted so ass in the morning, but it was just a chicken breast. That's all it was. So I just ate that every single morning because I had like 26 grams of protein because it was literally just a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough, and I didn't smell good. I'd take a protein shake to work every single day. When I stopped going to Chick-fil-A in the mornings, I would make I'd have a whole avocado and I'd have 2 egg sandwiches with like bacon on them, and I got some pictures of those. Oh my god, those are so good. But yeah, I was eating protein like a madman. It was insane.
Yeah, that happens. The shakes also, like, you ever get home from the gym and you got to eat a bar or make a shake or something and you just want to fucking die?
Yeah. Like, or what do you mean?
Sometimes you get this feeling in your stomach after a really hard exercise where it's like you just want to rest, and like forcing yourself to eat while your window is still open.
Well,
brutal.
There's been a lot of debate on that. Like, there is not really an anabolic window, or like if there is, it's like 2 hours or something like that. Like that's not
an anabolic window.
That's what I'm saying. But like, yeah, you don't have to eat like 30 minutes after your workout, or like in between 30 minutes after. But what was fun though was, Cade, when we went to the gym like at night, and then we'd go to like McDonald's and just watch TikToks and drink chocolate shakes.
Dude, that was what I was gonna say, bro. You and I used to be fucking freaks.
Yeah, we'd work out for like 2 hours playing basketball. He died. Well, I'll explain to you, because we would do the exact same thing like every single day. We'd go to King Soopers after we got home from King Soopers or whatever. We'd go to the gym.
Let me break down my absolute athletic peak.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Every single day, I would go into work and work 8 straight hours on my feet. And
because we were shopping everywhere.
After that ended, I would go home and I would probably like make myself a shake or get some dinner or something, and I would just kind of wait. And then when Deidre got off work, every single day we would go and we would spend like 3 to 4 hours at the gym. Like
yeah, because we were just fucking around.
I'd probably play like an hour of basketball, which I take very seriously. So it was like hard cardio. And then I would go, and by the way, the workouts that we were doing, because we didn't know a whole lot, and like we were just kind of looking for programs, were definitely meant for people who are like on hardcore steroids.
Yeah, like bodybuilders, like things that like we hadn't done normally, like explosive jumps, but the explosive jumps you were holding like weights and stuff like that, and basically doing like lunges up into the air, and like all kinds of crazy stuff.
The volume was definitely the crazy part. We were doing like 9 to 10 exercises with 4 to 5 drop sets of everything.
Yeah, and
every single fucking day. That is inhuman.
The first workout we started doing, or that I like showed you, was like, it was like 4 sets of like 15 or something like that. Remember, like there were like high reps too.
It was actually fucking nuts. And like, on the one hand, I am way stronger in this exact moment than I ever was when you and I were working out.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, if I tried to like live a day that I was living when we were working at King's, I would die.
Well, that's the difference too, because like calisthenics, like you see those people, they can do all kinds of stuff, like the pull-ups and the fucking, what are the not chin-ups, muscle-ups and that kind of thing. A lot of bodybuilders can't do that because it's a lot of different movement. Like that's what I learned when I switched from like the first bodybuilding to then like strength training and like trying to get stronger, and then to calisthenics. Because I didn't do all of them for like super long, obviously, but I like started seeing results when I was doing them, because I did it for about a year before I stopped. But like even when like switching to calisthenics after strength training, like I was pretty strong. I was benching like 215. I think that was my max. But then I went to calisthenics and I was like, this is so much different. Like it's a lot more endurance. Like it's hard. But then I was
Honestly,
like, I like this
that's
more.
the part that I find the most crazy is like, I was doing hard cardio and I could dunk
Hmm.
still while we were doing this. Like, I mean, what were we on, dude?
I don't know. I mean, we were
Like,
just right out of high school, or we
every
just
time I think back to the way that I was living back then, like the way that we were eating and the way that I would exercise every day, how did neither of us like pass out?
just die. I think there was a couple times we like felt like it because we just go to the hot tub afterwards and be like, oh, we're perfectly fine, and then we go drink like a chocolate shake, and it was like, yeah, that was a wild time, honestly. This is a good podcast so far.
This is.
I think the cold open's like 17 minutes in, so I mean we can end it. It is 54 minutes in. I only have to do like a little bit of editing because Caden didn't say any slurs, so.
Yeah, I figured I'd make it easy on you. You know, my best friend this week.
What are you guys doing this week though? Because we should probably do another pod like Friday. If you guys don't know, just to the audience, we're recording this day of because this shit almost didn't happen. Like I've said a couple times, but I fucked up. That was my bad. And it was also Caden
It was
playing
good
darts.
though. That was a bad podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
that
fucking
one
God,
was-
bro. This one is so much better.
And that was supposed to be the special one too. It was like the special one was just us not even podcasting, playing darts
Yeah,
the
the
whole time.
special one was just a slice of life with all of us playing Game Pigeon.
And I lost both of those. So I mean, I won both of them. Nobody knows. Fuck. Damn it. I'm cutting that. No, for some reason, Caden has been hitting like in the game we're playing right now. He was doing like really bad, and then he just hit like a 50 and a 60 and a 20. I was like, what, dude? Stop.
Dude, I don't get this guy. This guy is able to like he hits the most consistent 60s I've seen, but he also still fucking misses all the time. Like I don't know how he does both.
He just missed.
Yeah,
I
no,
just saw him miss.
There are two kinds of turns.
You can explain those two types of
Yeah, you gonna
turns.
fucking talk? Like what?
No, I got a text.
Uncomfortable silence, God's
gonna
one.
respond. I'm gonna respond to that. Hold on.
And I don't know how he does it, but he consistently hits the 69 number. Like he'll be playing and it
Let's
goes down
go.
to 69. I'm like, oh, nice.
Nice.
I think Caden's a
Yeah,
little
let's see if I
distracted
do
with
it.
darts right now.
I was not playing darts. I got a fucking text.
He got a text. I got a text.
I got a text.
All
I
right.
got a text.
Well, it is 56 minutes in. I think it's time to wrap it up. This has been fun. If you haven't checked out the Dorman podcast yet, go check that out. It's actually pretty good. I'm gonna put that in there. If you haven't checked out Roundtable, the trading card game, check that out too. I'll put the Kickstarter in the description. It's actually a really fun game, and it's like a new game that Bill made. So like, he's trying to get it like a Kickstarter in August and stuff. It's gonna be sick, bro. Like when it's like out there and you can buy it, it's gonna be sick. I'll send it to you guys too, so you guys can check it out. But any you guys, do you want me to plug your stuff, or you wanna like?
Yes, you should plug
The Mixed
my
Up Cube
Instagram
and the
my
Mixed Up Cube.
Twitter and my TikTok. Let me think. Am I forgetting anything?
You guys should make like a link tree, and I'll put the link tree down there. Because right now it's just
Yeah,
like your Instagrams, I think.
Here's the thing though. I'm trying to get hired as a church.
As
At
a
a church.
church?
At a church.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I won't.
Yeah, don't put my shit
Yeah.
on there. I didn't say
got you.
anything like bad here, but also like
Yeah, it's just Caden.
not talking about great stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to be associated with me.
I did not associate with. No, I'm not gonna put that in there. But yeah, all right.
What do you say?
It's the Indian kid. He says the N-word. That's what he says. Like you do.
Ah.
All right, I'll see you guys in the next
It's
one.
his favorite
that's-
word.
That's
Grandpa,
episode
me, no
12.
lesbo.
Well, oh, we
Really?
gotta synchronize the bye, guys. Ready? 3,
Oh yeah, okay.
2, or should we synchronize these nuts? Is that what we changed it to?
I think we
You're
should
not
probably go
singing.
bye.
Bye. Fine.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Bye.